wonder if he'll get out ahead of Carlos Sainz. That's the target for Racing Point, and he does just, but look how Sainz is now coming at him. Which way is he going to go? He's going to go to the left, is Carlos Sainz. He's trying to go around the outside. Perez fends him off.
Yeah, Sergio Perez left the door wide open there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Last week, 3 times. He wasn't going to make the same mistake. But Sainz with the DRS down the outside. And that's helped recover some of that pit stop problem with track position for Sainz over Perez. That's an important
look,
move.
He's coming back again, though. He might try around the outside of turn 5 here, you know, and he does, Sergio Perez.
Wow.
Nice move indeed. See how costly that extra half a second stationary in the pit stop was? That gave Perez a lot more to do.
Did you like that one, man? You liked it? Oh, yes, good.
Here goes Daniel Ricciardo. Do you know what? He might get past Magnussen on this occasion. He's going to go the long way round into Tamburello, and Ricciardo finally gets to see the Haas in his wing mirrors rather than looking at it. And Leclerc is right on the tail of Kevin Magnussen now as well. And he goes wheel to wheel. Magnussen stays ahead going through the Villeneuve chicane. Leclerc is going to try and fight this. Alex Albon is coming to join this party as well. And unbelievably, round Tosa. It's like Schumacher and Montoya, isn't it? But this time, it's Leclerc in the Ferrari, and it's Kevin Magnussen, the other car, who's part of the overtaking battle. Going round the outside, Charles Leclerc makes that move stick. Now, on the inside as they drop down towards Aqua Minerale, around the outside of the next corner, Alex Albon tries to find his way back. Kevin Magnussen defending for his life here, and this is the sort of action that we want. DRS is now enabled. Oh, this is going to be good. Carlos Sainz down the inside of Charles Leclerc. How about that at high speed into turn 1? The McLaren is past the Ferrari. Oh, Carlos Sainz moves up into 7th place.
Good job, Carlos. Good job.
And there's a little marker for next year when they're teammates. And there's another one.
And Charles Leclerc's having absolutely none of it. Will they be able to race like this at Ferrari? I certainly hope so. Oh, Charles Leclerc does very well to catch it just at the moment that we thought for the second year running we'd see a Ferrari spinning around on the exit of turn 4, but it's not really helping Leclerc much, because down the inside comes Daniel Ricciardo. The Ferrari lost pace. Daniel Ricciardo nips past and takes 8th place off Charles Leclerc. Valtteri Bottas is going to be in a position to challenge Max Verstappen, and look how he's gaining. He has DRS advantage. He's got a car that isn't damaged. He's going wheel to wheel with Max Verstappen, who's making him go all the way around the outside at turn 3. Bottas, though, gets better traction out of that corner, and he's got DRS once again. And is this where Bottas makes his move? And it's a Mercedes 1-2 then at the moment. Hamilton leads. Valtteri Bottas the second, but Verstappen going back, going the long way around the outside, and they're still going wheel to wheel. Bottas thought he got the move done. Verstappen's having none of it. Bottas might have to yield here, and he does. Mercedes 1-2 to Mercedes 1-3 now, and Max might not have much at his disposal, but what he does have, he's used to great effect.
Brilliant. I love that.
When Valtteri was trying to pass me, I tried to make it a bit difficult. I knew he was anyway going to get by 1 lap later, but it was at least fun.
Grosjean has got trouble behind him, coming his way with Carlos Sainz. He's looking to make a move past Charles Leclerc, but Leclerc's got the jump on Grosjean as we start racing again and head towards the first big braking zone into Village. Round the outside of Daniel Ricciardo goes Lando Norris. He's now got the inside line, gets squeezed a little bit with Carlos Sainz there as well, but Sainz might be able to help him out. No, Ricciardo just keeps ahead of the McLaren. That battle's going to carry on down the Wellington Straight.
So we had a bit of speedway team play going on there, but Daniel, ever the wise old fox, is still right in the hunt.
And Carlos Sainz ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. Round the outside goes Lando Norris. Lando Norris has this time got Daniel Ricciardo, and maybe it was 2 onto 1, and an unfair advantage that McLaren got, but he got his man, and Norris isn't satisfied with Juan Renault. He wants his teammate as well and goes wide. And Copse, does that let Ricciardo pass? No, he's dropped back a little bit. Norris trying to make a move through Copse. There's all manner of action going on right at the back of the grid. We're watching Lando Norris. Norris is ahead of Russell, but Russell is a fast thing in a straight line, as you can see with the Williams. Norris is now starting to struggle.
And Lando, the big loser. This is the effect of the slipstream. Look, Lando doesn't have DRS. The other two do. and he just completely got mugged down that start-finish straight.
He started that main straight as the lead car of this trio, and he's now at the back, but for how much longer? Because he's going to try down the inside at turn 3. Here comes Lando Norris. Alex Albon staying just ahead as Norris goes a little bit wider than he would have wanted, but Russell down in 16th place is now ahead, or still ahead, of Alex Albon now, with Lando Norris starting to slip back a bit. Here comes Carlos Sainz into turn 1 with Kimi Raikkonen. Oh, Sainz has to go wide, gets ahead then of Kimi Raikkonen. Now Raikkonen's got the inside line. I want to see the Alfa Romeo as well in this particular battle. There he is, still fighting it out as they rise up the hill and wheel to wheel. Kimi Raikkonen ahead of Carlos Sainz. Sainz slips down the inside at turn 5, but it's the old switcheroo, isn't it? For Kimi Raikkonen, who fights back at Carlos Sainz. This is absolutely brilliant, the battle for the last points place at the moment, and Kimi Raikkonen hangs on to it.
Young gun versus the old hand coming off best in that particular duel.
Absolutely brilliant racing. Once again, Kimi Raikkonen fights really, really hard in defence, but leaves respect. He's trying to break the toe a little bit. Alex Albon has found the little kink that is turn 1. They go and down towards the heavy braking zone of turn 2, and there goes Alex Albon around the outside of Lando Norris. Norris breaks that little bit later and manages to fend off Alex Albon. Now, is Albon compromised a bit to allow Pierre Gasly to come back in and through turn 3? It seems the AlphaTauri is just dropping back a touch as Albon's still trying to make the move on Lando Norris. Norris is putting that McLaren in a very nice position to make that defensive 9th place, and he is thwarting the 2 cars behind him. Still, Alex Albon is trying to make his way round, and he's going to have to watch it a little bit as Alex Albon, because Gasly is absolutely chomping at the bit as now here goes Albon once again. Very rare you see a move going into turn 10, but on that occasion Albon tried it, didn't quite come off.
You see the light flashing on the back of Norris's car. I think he deployed a lot of energy.
Oh, there's
Gasly to the left there as he defends. Albon defends to the inside. Gasly's going to have a run on him on this DRS zone, Crofty.
And Lando Norris is that much further ahead, so Alex Albon, after attack, now looks to defence. Couldn't make the attack, couldn't make the defence, and he's dropped down into 11th place.
Middle part of the race, I was fighting with Albon, and I was pretty fast. I was really giving it everything I had.
Here goes Sergio Perez on Esteban Ocon. He's alongside the Renault, has to run out wide. Ocon gives him enough space to do that, and now they're going to fight it out like Raikkonen and Sainz did a few moments ago. Ocon stays in that 5th position then, and Perez will chase him all the way down to the hairpin. No DRS here, of course. Can Perez get past Esteban Ocon under braking? He's just ahead but has the long way round the outside there, and Ocon might be able to fight this back again. They are now going wheel to wheel over the crest. Perez on the right hand side gets the inside line for the next turn. Still Ocon won't give up the fight. Eventually he has to, because Perez just has a better line, and Sergio Perez up into 5th place.
I need to, hang that one on the wall, for remember. That was a good race.
Stroll goes down the inside on Daniel Ricciardo. This time he gets the move done, but watch out, there's Lando Norris right there. Which way's Norris going to go? Because he's in a position to take Daniel Ricciardo and Lance Stroll. Gets past Ricciardo, might go the long way round with Lance Stroll, is going to go the long way round with Lance Stroll. Wheel to wheel with Lance Stroll. He's almost onto the gravel, and somehow Stroll manages to hang on to 6th place.
Yeah, Ricciardo left the door open there. Not like Danny Rick to do that, and Stroll sticking up the inside. Risky, but Norris could fight all the way to the end, but a nice move by Stroll to get that done in the last lap, and the Renault has struggled since it fitted that soft tyre.
Perez is still going and might be able to complete this race and still hang on to 5th place.
So there's 3 cars behind Gasly. There's 3 cars behind for position after Gasly. So the first car you're racing is Lance. He's 6 seconds behind.
I had to avoid an accident.
Okay, understood. Sock 2. You're on the last lap.
Do not use the curbs. Do not use the curbs.
Press and hold overtake here. 5 seconds.
Perez is really slow in front. Be careful of him. Keep pushing.
Lando Norris around the outside.
He's got good traction here, Crofty, as well. He's going to get the benefit of DRS. Norris could take this.
Lando Norris on the last lap. He got the fastest lap last week. He's got a place ahead of Lance Stroll this week, and he's up into 6th place. And Stroll now has got Daniel Ricciardo coming right at him. The checkered flag has waved for the top 3 as Max Verstappen crosses the line, but behind them they're still scrapping away for the places. Alex Albon will come home to take 4th place. Sergio Perez, well, he might take 5th, but these 3 are gaining on him, and Perez is losing an awful lot of pace. There he is with that damaged front wing. Norris might yet take 5th, you know, as he goes wide. Perez, Norris is past the racing point. He's done 2 in the same lap. Perez ahead of Stroll, ahead of Ricciardo behind. Oh, it's a tight finish. It's a photo finish. Perez ahead of Stroll, ahead of Ricciardo. And there's something about the last lap here at the Red Bull Ring. You never want to miss it.
Sorry, guys.
P5. Scenario 1, please. Scenario 1.
Small like.
What a race! What a race! Yes! Yes!
Yeah, boys!
Probably my best race I've done in Formula 1 in terms of, you know, it was definitely not my strength last year, and it was a thing I worked on a lot last year, making the moves when I had to, and especially Stroll and Sergio in the final lap was a nice little extra. So yeah, the team did an excellent job. Car was nice. Yeah, good job to them.